everybody, it's Glenn back in this video to kick off 31 horror toys in 31 days. Through the month of October, consider my channel a twisted advent calendar of sorts, which instead of Christmas is building instead towards Halloween. Yet instead of cheap crap chocolate, I'll be feeding you daily with a new horror toy review. And what better place to start than with likely my favourite horror movie of all time, that being David Cronenberg's remake of the 1950s classic The Fly. In that movie, Seth Brundle inadvertently becomes spliced on a genetic level with a fly, and throughout the progress of the movie slowly morphs into the creature we see here before us, Brundlefly. This was released back in 2000 as part of the third series of Movie Maniacs by McFarlane Toys. Yes, McFarlane Toys as in Todd McFarlane, he of drawing Spider-Man and Spawn comics fame. It's hard to imagine the impact this line had, but if like me you've been around the toy block a time or two, then you'll know that with movie figures of the 70s, 80s and 90s you had to muster all of your childhood imagination to transform the meagre plastic of them into their screen counterparts. Here that translation from screen to plastic is highly proficient, all the creepy folds in the flesh and the overall asymmetry of the form are monstrously horrifying. Yet that horror is contrasted in the head sculpt, or at least with its eyes. These have that wide-eyed glassiness that reveal the man in the monster. It encompasses some unusual mixed media elements seen in the furriness of the tips of the mandibles, and then these hairs here. Then those dark, wiry hairs are spotted around the rest of the body. For those who have seen the movie, you'll no doubt remember a single dark hair sprouting out of his back is what began this character's descent into this body horror. For the most part, the deco is handled competently and further still complements the form. However, being picky and the almost neon green painted parts seem clumsy to me. I guess this gash is perhaps about to sprout one of these insect legs we see here on the other side. It's just that green paint kind of ruins it. It just has a haphazardness that doesn't suit. Signature to the series were these stands they came with. It's a sign of changing times, as the stand alone is made from more plastic than you get with most action figures made today. Taking a closer look at it, and it has some rats there at the base nesting among some skulls, extending up into skeletal parts that form a frame for the movie poster. It's a lot of effort for little reward. I mean, it's not even like it's a base you can display the figure upon. If I'm honest, I'd have been perfectly happy had the poster just come as a collectible card without this framed base. The poster bears the classic tagline, "Be afraid, be very afraid." The articulation is minimal. In fact, this line, they were as much statues as they were action figures really, but the head rotates, then the arms swivel at the shoulders, then this clawed part also rotates, and then there's a mid-cut for rotation on the left upper arm. That insect leg that's sprouting out the back is also articulated, rotating around, and then at the hips the legs just swivel. Anyway, it's been a pleasure to share with you one of my favourite movies via an amazingly executed action figure from it. If you've not seen David Cronenberg's The Fly, then go check it out. If you haven't already, subscribe and stay tuned for much more horror to come. I hope to see you all next time. Bye.